film that I've seen from the start of the season until now. But sacks and quarterback hits, it's something that come in bunches. And usually you're getting it when you're winning the game. We're watching Von Miller here over the left tackle, which is something that we might see a little bit more tonight because the backup left tackle's in the game, Cam Irvin. But this is one thing that Von Miller has developed really well at the later part of his career. It's the power. It's the ability to long arm and go right through a left tackle. That wasn't something that he really had in his arsenal when I was playing against him earlier on in his career. And that is what has made him a Hall of Fame player, in my opinion. He always had the great get off. He always had the great speed, like we saw Bruce Smith talking about. But his ability to beat you inside, outside, and then run you over is what has taken his game to a Hall of Fame level.
Right. Did Von get you? Did he beat you?
So again, just like always, I always tell our guys in the truck, hey, can you find some film of this guy beating me? And they always come back with, sorry, no sacks on you. We can't find any.
Steve has made friends with Parker.
Parker, the
cutout dog.
The cutout dog. What I love about Von Miller is he's a sack specialist, but he also thrives when you have the passing game, when you need to pass the ball. A lot of times how they neutralize Von Miller is running at him, throwing screens, doing a lot of different things that can really make it very difficult for an offense. Von Miller is one of those guys where he keeps up the offensive coordinator and the offensive line coach. He keeps him up at night saying, how do we block this guy? And the answer is run at him or run away from him, but do not try to pass the ball.
Well, in the last 3 weeks, he's had 2.5 sacks. He's had 3 quarterback hits. It's been close, and they've won those games. So when they're leading, that's when you get your sacks and your hits as a
he's being doubled and chipped constantly. I feel like he will eventually come around at this point. He's just warming up. That's all, guys. But what about the defense as a whole, Irv? Because when they need to slow down Mahomes, what do they need to do? That you have to be right around your glasses. It's all
yeah. Listen, when you're playing the Chiefs, and you know what the Chiefs want to do, they want to explode and make big plays against you. They have to slow that down. You have to not give up any big plays. And honestly, you have to get to Patrick Mahomes. You guys are talking about Von Miller in the sacks. He has 2.5 sacks. He needs 2.5 sacks tonight by himself to get it done. That's how you slow down Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, keep him off the field, right? It's exactly what the Colts and the Texans did. Run the ball and play aggressive defense against him.
Well, one of the things you can do, as you've seen teams do it so far, is press coverage. And I got a little tape that I can show you with a little press coverage. Press coverage slows down everything because this is a traditional West Coast offense. It is all built on timing, and when you press a guy and you get some coverage and also get some pressure on the quarterback, you rush things, and when things are rushed in this West Coast offense, it's not good. Look at Patrick Mahomes sit around looking for guys to get open, but guess what? Tyreek Hill was not in the game and they weren't open. When now with Hill coming in the game, he allows you to, he gives you a guy that can beat press coverage. Because some of these other guys are not beating press coverage. They're really not route technicians, or what will I say, PhD in route running. They're still young, still trying to establish themselves, and still trying to work their way through the route tree.
Yeah, if Patrick Mahomes had a healthy ankle, I would say that he's got a good opportunity to elude some of this pass rush from Derek Wolfe and Von Miller. But having that hobbled ankle is going to be a big part of this game because we know Von Miller is going to win his fair share. And the Chiefs are not going to just all of a sudden turn into a team that wants to run the ball 40 times. They're going to throw the ball down the field. That's what they do. And so it's going to be a matter of what type of a game plan can Andy Reid come up with to be able to limit or slow down Von Miller and give those receivers an opportunity to beat press coverage, get back into their route concepts, and get back into their timing before the pass rush gets there.
Steve, that's exactly why I say having Tyreek Hill back makes a huge difference. Because now if you try to put press coverage on the Chiefs, he can go over the top. So what you have to do is use press coverage with help for Tyreek Hill over the top. And like I used to tell Emmett when he said I didn't block, I said I took 2 guys with me. And that's exactly what Tyreek Hill will be able to do. And maybe the Chiefs' run game can get going.
So you just admitted you didn't block?
Yes, I did not block. There was
you don't have to when you're calling coverage from 2 guys on every play.
I took 2 out. I took 2 guys with me.
I agree.
I left them 10 on 9. They can win with it.
All right, let's get into You're in Good Hands, presented by Allstate. And let's see what we have on the field here. Travis Kelce tonight, Joe.
Travis Kelce, Cleveland's finest here. He's been leaving people in the laundromat since 2011. Best tight end in the NFL. He's got to have a big game tonight if these Chiefs want to get their offense back on track.
Yep, Kansas City's finest. I love it. Okay, what about Chris Harris?
In Cleveland.
Chris Harris is a guy, as a wide receiver, he just gives you fits. He gives you nightmares, and you have to watch a lot of film, and you still get nothing. How about Keenan Allen was held last week, 4 catches, 18 yards.
How about Chris Harris? Most INTs in the NFL since 2011. He's going to have a big game covering Tyreek Hill, probably all over the field. And he said last week he's excited for the challenge. Would that make you excited, Steve, as a receiver, if you hear that? Somebody's excited to cover you?
That would make me really excited. Tyreek Hill is doing an excellent job. When he's on the field, he changes everything. He's a game changer. And fun fact, favorite color is yellow. And his go-to route that he loves to run is a bench route or a shake.
That's incredible.
Even I know what a bench route is.
CDs of 50-plus yards since 2016. That's beasting right there.
So you have him out there, and then you also have LaShawn McCoy, too, for the run game. So maybe he can kind of get something going, even if it's just a little bit out there tonight, Joe.
Yeah, the Chiefs, they're not a team that loves running the football, but if they want to have an effective offense tonight, like Steve's been saying, they need to get some usage out of their running game because that can help slow up the pass rush from the Denver Broncos, and they are banged up front. But the best solution when you're having trouble protecting for the quarterback is to run the football. When I was playing against the Indianapolis Colts and they had Dwight Freeney and Robert Mathis, we said, if we can run the football, we can win this game. But if it's a game where we have to throw the ball, it's over because these dudes are going to get their sacks.
And this guy right here must come on the field and say, I'm going to be the best running back every time I step on the football field. I love his story because I always say I measure men in distance traveled, and his story shows so much distance traveled. He should be licking his chops about this game tonight after watching what happened the last 2 weeks with that Chiefs defense.
And Steve, what are you thinking about Tyrann Mathieu tonight?
I love Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger. He is an explosive guy. He can also he can play special teams, but he also can come down and play in the run. And also, fun fact, Irv, you will like this. His favorite comfort food, being from New Orleans, hot sausage sandwich.
Oh,
wow.
There we go. Fun facts.
I do like that. I do like that. I do like it. But I love this dude right here, man. He's come in with us a couple times in big game day morning. Just a beast of a receiver and can play all over the field, outside, inside. A smart guy that plays the wide receiver position like a quarterback, plays a quarterback position. He's a thinker.
And throwing him tonight, yeah, there's Flacco, your old teammate.
Former teammate, good friend. He has career highs, completions, yards per attempt, but he has to also push the ball down the field a little bit more because also, too, this offensive line is giving up a sack a game on 3rd down.
Ooh, that's no good.
Von Miller, there he is. If he has a huge game tonight, that's good things for the Broncos because that is how you slow down Patrick Mahomes. You get to him, you hit him, you don't allow him to get outside the pocket, you don't allow him to buy time to throw the ball down the field to those speedsters at receiver. Von Miller, one of the greatest players of his generation.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that he's going to have a big game tonight. I'm just
Absolutely.
saying.
If it's close and they're throwing the football and they know they're throwing the football, he's going to get home.
And I'm not stealing anybody's thunder when I say that Mahomes is really good. Look, he throws for more yards per game than anyone in NFL history. A lot of those throws, they go to the end zone. Nearly 3 per game. That's more than anyone in NFL history.